Hi, I'm Adam Jumba, and welcome to another broadcast of the NFL Newsroom. Today, I'll be previewing the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Cincinnati Bengals 2010 preview. Okay, so first let's take a look at the Cincinnati Bengals offense. Yes, I know that they are 6th in passing yards, but it doesn't matter because obviously the Terrell Owens, Chad Ochocinco, and Carson Palmer trio isn't as productive as we thought it'd be. A lot of people are saying that they are actually the worst in the division. Cedric Benson is obviously having a poor season. Terrell Owens is actually looking like the star of the team. Here is how he is doing so far.
Bryant, short drop. Sideline. Take it!
So here are the three things the Steelers defense need to do to contain the Bengals. So here are the three things the Steelers defense need to do to win the game. The first one is put the heat on because the Saints are a good passing team, and we thought we could beat them. But obviously, when it comes to a team that's good at passing, we can win. So if we face a team like the Titans, the Falcons, the Vikings, if we face them, the Texans for the most part, a team whose rusher is one of the best in the league, we can win because of that amazing rushing defense. But the teams we face this year that are good, the Saints, Patriots, Ravens, and the Jets are all good at passing, even though actually the Jets are kind of good at rushing mostly because of Tomlinson, so that might be an easy game. But this time they're good at passing. And though they haven't been productive, the Bengals have faced some pretty good passing teams. The Steelers will be the second worst out of all those teams, not including the Browns, I believe. Though they could held Drew Brees to 4 interceptions and a loss, even with Hillis and McCoy doing bad. So we have to keep the heat on Ochocinco and Owens and Shipley because he's also a very good player. Keep Troy back. Yes, say our secondary is bad, and then people look at our poor secondary people and they say, well, they have Troy Polamalu. Half the time Troy blitzes, half the time he stays back. So he's going to have to stay back a lot more times, so that way he can cover Chad or Terrell. Second thing is keep Carson confused. When we got Drew Brees confused with blitzing to the left or blitzing to the right, he threw off balance and inaccurate. If we can do that to Carson, it'll be the same thing. Alright. So now let's take a look at the Steelers' offense. Though coming off a loss that I'm still mad about, the thing that made us lose is our poor secondary for the most part. And now that we are going up against Terrell Owens and Chad Johnson, nothing good can come out. Our offense needs to step up now. Ben Roethlisberger has been successful up until facing the Saints. If he would have had a quarterback pass rating over 90.3, which isn't hard for him, rating that game, which he didn't, he would have been the greatest. He would have had the greatest quarterback rating in the NFL, which technically means that he is the best quarterback. Here is how he was up to this game.
The Pittsburgh offense would get it right back. Trailing 6-0, Ben Roethlisberger rolling to his right behind.
So here are the three things the Steelers offense need to do to win the game. The first thing we need to do is run the ball a lot. The Bengals, thankfully, do not have a good defense. We came against the Ravens with one of the best passing defenses in the league, and we lost. When we faced the Saints, they had even a better passing defense, and we lost. So basically, when we lose to good passing defenses. Thankfully, the Bengals have the 24th, which means they are the 8th worst passing defense in the entire NFL. So expect them to have a good game. Also, the rushing defense isn't that better. They are the 12th worst, which technically isn't that bad, which means they're number 20 in the top 20. They're the worst out of the best rushing defenses, which isn't going to be hard because if Mendenhall breaks loose, he'll go far. And we got Redmond too. Alright, so the second thing is don't forget Wallace. Wallace is a deep threat, but what I noticed last game, he had 3 catches, yes, but none of them were more than 10 yards from scrimmage. Though he got a lot of YAC, we didn't throw one bomb. We threw one bomb to Antoine Randall that Ben terribly overthrew, but Mike Wallace just wasn't in that. It was like he wasn't even there. So We have to keep him in, and here's my final thought on the game. My final thought is this. So the Bengals are a great passing offense, and the Steelers are a great rushing defense. This is the Steelers' only concern because they aren't a good passing defense. However, the Bengals have bad passing and rushing defense. I picked the Steelers to win this game 31-14. Alright, my name is Adam Jumba, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe and check out next week for my preview on the Pittsburgh Steelers versus New England Patriots.